Here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio. We're right in the middle of our weekly top 3 where we are covering our favorite movies that are heavily involved with water. H2O.
Oh, no,
H2O. Corey DLG, why don't you go ahead and just get us started with your number 2.
There are like no words.
There are no words to express the greatness that is Joey Savage. I understand. Go.
So my number 2 is also a shark movie, but it's not on there because of that. It's in there. The name of the movie is Deep Blue Sea.
Mm-hmm.
It's in there for a lot of things that are just funny about the movie. It's supposed to be scary, but it's really not a scary movie. LL Cool J's in it, first of all.
Love LL Cool J.
Thomas Jane's in it. Samuel L. Jackson's in it. I can't think of his name now, but he's a comedian. He's a really funny guy.
His name's Joey Savage.
He does a lot of stuff on Colin Cowherd.
Go ahead, keep talking. I'll find it for you.
He's a Boston guy.
I'm on it.
And anyway, he's in there too. So it's a funny movie because it's just based on a lot of like stupid fake stuff.
You've not named a single female.
Is
this a sausage party?
The chick that's in it, I don't remember anything else she's in.
Is this that movie where Samuel Jackson is tired of the shark and then it just like comes up out of the
so
floor?
Samuel Jackson gives this really...
Michael Rappaport. Love Michael Rappaport.
Okay, yeah.
He's funny.
He is funny. Okay, so yeah, Samuel Jackson's giving this "we're gonna make it" speech. We're gonna survive. Things are going wrong.
Skarsgård's in there.
Yeah, yes, he is. So the boat is
Saffron Burrows.
So the Sea Lab is sinking. It's taking on water. It's going to sink into the ocean because it's floating. It's a floating installation so they can study these sharks. As it's taking on water, though, they've now gone further down because there's a fire on top. Things have gone terribly wrong. Samuel L. Jackson gives this "we're going to make it" speech, but he's standing by what's called a moon pool, which is a open underwater bay so you can put like divers and submarines in and stuff. And so while he's talking to them, a shark defies all physics and nature and jumps up through the moon pool into an oxygen-filled room grab Samuel L. Jackson, bite him in half, and pull him into the water. Don't they have to
put the scuba suit on and like swim underwater to get to a different section?
They climb up a elevator shaft as it's burning, and filling with water, and there's a shark in it swimming in tightly constricted circles, trying to let enough water fill it so it can kill them.
I just killed a bug.
I saw that.
Calculated.
Put that on your list.
But this movie's full of so much stupid stuff that it's funny. The premise is they made these sharks smarter. They gave them bigger brains because sharks don't get cancer. That's not true at all. Like, sharks do get cancer.
It was in 1999.
No, it's never been true. Sharks have always had cancers and tumors and things like that. However, the premise of this movie is that they don't, and they then were experimented on to get bigger brains.
That doesn't seem like it still goes 1-on-1.
Right. So now that their brains are bigger, they can harvest more tissue later to not get cancer.
It just makes no sense. The whole movie makes no sense.
But the sharks are now
smarter. The whole movie. Just throw it out.
The sharks are now smarter because of this, so they can do things like swim backwards and pack hunt, even though they're all loner sharks.
Right.
Also, the sharks consistently change size a bunch because they fit in different hallways and other things. It's a completely nonsensical
1999 movies.
But it was great. Also, at one point, Samuel L. Jackson is holding onto the fin of the shark. The shark tried to bite him. He moved out of the way and he grabbed the fin to stay safe because he's now on the back of the shark. Thomas Jane shoots a harpoon. It goes through LL Cool J's leg into the shark. When he gets free later, he's like, 20-foot of shark and you got to shoot me too? It's a pretty good line. Like, the movie's, it's funny, it's stupid, but it's just one of those movies that I'm scared of sharks, and I thought this movie was hilarious.
You are scared of sharks.
But it's one of my more favorite water-based movies because it's just full, like, as you're watching, you're like, that's stupid.
My number 2 is the one I stole from you.
Yes, you
Stolen.
did. Yes, this was my number 1, people.
Is the movie Waterworld.
Kevin Costner.
Movie was awesome. At the time, the most expensive movie that was ever made.
Correct. And they were saying how it was going to be terrible and not make its money back. And it broke even.
I think it almost doubled its money.
Right. Like, it broke even for what they were saying.
But it's an iconic classic.
It is. And then the other thing is, like, it stuck around.
Right.
So he didn't wind up doing The Postman after that.
Yep.
Because at one point he was like, I'm never doing action again. I'm never doing big movies.
Never do it again.
Because everyone hates me.
He did, like, the Wyatt Earp movie after that.
Yeah, but that was...
It was called Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, it was, like, smaller.
Then
like,
Postman.
Postman.
And then Yeah, but no, Waterworld's so good.
It is, man.
They like flooded a parking lot and just filmed it there. Like, and he could swim underwater. He traded dirt, and it was like this huge commodity.
I loved. There were so many cool things about that movie because dry land didn't exist,
Right.
And so like dirt was so
Solar
precious.
Ice, the
It was
solar
like,
ice caps had melted.
the what?
Solar ice caps.
Yeah, that's what they said. I'm gonna
The
go back and read it.
solar ice caps.
I'm gonna go back and read it. Let me go back and read it. The polar ice caps.
Remember when the sun had ice on it?
That's Hispanic for polar ice caps. You say solar ice caps.
I just wonder where you've been the last 8 years, like in the world in
There was
general.
a solar eclipse. There was a hurricane, and I said solar eclipse.
Like
shoot me,
like
shoot me right now,
Solar ice
right
caps.
now, right now.
So every time someone's had a conversation about like global warming
Yeah, I don't
or
pay attention.
greenhouse gases,
You think I pay attention to your stupid political stuff?
no, I'm not even talking about on
Nope.
Facebook. I just mean in general.
No, I don't
like
pay attention to any of that. I'm done. I don't
solar
believe it.
ice caps. Solar ice
ice
caps.
I don't believe in global warming because Al Gore created it.
Okay. Well, solar ice caps later.
Solar
Little
ice
did
caps
you
melted,
know,
and now we
You
have
have to
water
protect
world.
the sun from freezing over.
Well, hey, don't doubt it. Might
That's why the
happen.
Republicans are in favor of global warming.
Right.
They're keeping the ice off
Exactly.
the sun.
Now you guys understand.
Oh my gosh.
So the best part in that movie.
No, we're over it now. It's done.
the best part of the
No,
movie.
we're done. Nico, what's your number one?
The old guy's in the bottom of the tanker with all the oil,
Yeah.
and then he just like throws the cigarette down.
And he's like, when the fire's coming, he's like, thank God.
And he dies.
It is funny how they had that old guy down there forever.
All right, Nico, what's your number one?
Atlantis. That
Stupid.
Disney movie. It's great. It was one of my favorite movies as a kid.
just leave it. Yeah. Okay,
whatever.
go on.
So it was one of my favorite movies as a kid. It's
What
just
was
so-
his top three again?
He's
Disney. Okay.
but he hates Disney movies.
Right.
Jaws,
Right.
Finding
Jaws, Finding Nemo,
and then Atlantis.
Right.
All right.
He loves water.
I don't think Atlantis was a Disney movie though.
It is.
it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they made a terrible sequel.
But there's no like songs
did.
or anything
They
in
did.
it.
You don't have to have songs to be Disney.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
I don't think that's on. I don't. I'm
It
gonna
is a
say
Disney
that's-
movie.
It is a Disney
I'll bet
movie.
my solar ice caps it is.
Solar ice cap.
That's
That's my new favorite thing now.
Yeah.
Let me
It's
get
pretty
the
good.
watch out for the solar ice cap.
the world is the worst place because they're not solar ice caps.
It's exactly. Watch out, that sun's gonna freeze one day.
the solar ice cap.
But I hate you.
Wait till Silver Surfer comes. The Kirby
Solar
version.
ice cap.
All right, DLG, we only got like 5 minutes left. What's your number one?
Okay, so my numero uno is Hard Rain. Oh, it was a Disney movie.
Not Moana?
No. Why would Moana be my number one?
That's all you've talked about for 3 weeks on this show.
No, because
It's you and Moana.
he keeps hating on Disney movies.
Oh, and then he had 2 Disney in his top
right,
3?
yeah.
Okay.
So Hard Rain is
Never even seen it.
It's an older movie. It fits very frankly to what happened here recently.
Quite frankly.
So there was a flood going on. The dam's struggling. They're gonna release the dam. However, there's an armored truck who is going to take all the cash out of the bank
Okay.
to take it out of town so it doesn't get flooded because the
Okay.
whole town's probably gonna flood.
Okay.
Morgan Freeman organizes. He's one of the armored guards with Christian Slater, and he has organized a gang of guys to come rob the boat, rob the armored car as
heist,
it's trying to leave
Nico.
town. It's a heist movie. Christian Slater though doesn't give up the money, and the other guard on the boat, the other guard on the car dies
Okay.
as a result of the initial robbery. So Christian Slater now has the money and he's hiding it. And he's hiding from Morgan Freeman and the outlaws in this town as it's flooding. So like they do this cool thing at one point. They're riding jet skis through a high school. Dennis Quaid plays, not Dennis Quaid, the brother, the weird one.
Randy Quaid?
Randy Quaid plays the local sheriff. Christian Slater calls the local sheriff, thinking he's going to get help. The sheriff gets there and he's looking at these 4 bags full of money though, and he quickly decides that he's going to keep the money. So now it's like
Go
a 3-way rob race
Go
scenario.
figure.
It's
In a flooding town full of money.
right. And there's like a crazy chase.
That's a great premise.
Right. It's a great chase in a cemetery, but it's like flooded. It's like they're like hitting tombstones and stuff. Like it's a crazy movie. It's a fun movie.
Are they surfing on caskets?
They don't surf. They're on like jet skis and things like that.
okay.
Infinitely worse now.
Right.
Yeah, don't like it.
But it was a fun movie, but it was a dumb, like it's a fun.
Two
like,
of your movies were dumb and fun.
right.
That's
That's
the
how
story
I
of
roll.
Corey's life.
That's how
Right.
I roll.
Dumb and fun.
Dumb and
fun.
fun. That's what I like.
My number one is the entire Pirates of the Caribbean series.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
a combination.
I do like them. I don't
don't even
know
like
that
Disney
I would've-
movies. Get out of here. Those are garbage.
Those are Disney movies.
They are fun though.
They are good.
I do like Jack
I
Sparrow.
love pirates, and this is water. and it's great.
That's a good one. I like that.
Well, he had like two of them.
Space pirates.
No, he had two of them that included Davy Jones. So they were like underwater, all
Right.
kinds of weird sea
Eel
creatures.
wid
Shout out
people.
to Eel Guy.
Shout out to Eel Guy.
Then a ghost shark in the 5th one. That's creepy.
All kinds of stuff. The Fountain of Youth at one point with
Right.
mermaids.
They did a lot of fun stuff in that. They did.
It's so good.
All out of a Disney ride.
Right. That's it.
Like they've had a lot of fun with that series. There's no way they weren't just having a blast making those
Best
movies.
pirate series ever.
Well, yeah. Duh.
Might be the only pirate series.
Right. It was like, is there another
Right.
pirate series?
Yeah, there definitely were.
What?
What do you got for me?
Muppet Treasure Island?
There were several Muppet movies.
Or just Treasure Island?
Muppet Wizard of Oz is always my favorite.
And then in the 80s and 90s, there were a bunch of pirate movies. In the mid 80s, there was like a run of pirate movies.
Was there? Sinbad?
Man, like I gotta look these up now. But yeah, there were several pirate. Gina Davis was in one. It's like a famous one. What's that one
I mean,
called?
Captain Hook and Peter Pan don't count, even though those are pirates.
Right.
Right. Yeah, it's a fairy tale now.
Hook. Yeah, man, I really like all the Pirates movies. I mean, it's probably the most iconic role that Johnny Depp will be known for.
Oh, for sure.
Forever.
You know what's really weird about that is Orlando Bloom goes from Legolas to that. Like he just got to keep the swords and all that.
Right.
Like
Yeah, he went from elf guy to
Yeah.
pirate guy.
Elf guy to pirate guy to what is he doing now?
just enjoying his money.
Yeah, right.
Just sitting on like loads of money for
Cutthroat Island, 1995.
Getting in fights with other dudes.
Gina Davis.
I like Gina Davis, especially in A League of Their Own.
Yeah.
She was on top of it there
This had a lot of like
with Madonna,
people.
Rosie O'Donnell. It's a great,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah,
great movie.
that was a good
Tom
movie.
Hanks.
There's no crying in baseball.
I know. I love
I
it.
want Tom Hanks' voice. Like
Yeah?
he can do like some.
Yeah.
He can go
I'm
places.
surprised you
with
didn't
it.
go Castaway here.
Nah, I thought about it, but like it's not. It's not
Captain
water.
Tom Phillips.
It's not watery enough for me.
One thing you
It's
should
not
know,
watery
like,
enough for the water club.
if Tom Hanks is getting on an airplane, I'm getting off. That is for sure. Anything he's traveling in, I'm not taking that. That means,
I would travel with him no matter where.
no.
Fearlessly.
of course, you would.
Fearlessly.
Fearlessly.
And you would die 5 seconds in.
That's-
You'd be like Steven Seagal on Executive Decisions.
That's fine, but you know what I wouldn't be? I wouldn't be team 2 when he doesn't come back. Who gets on the same ride?
Let's team 3 out to a break. When we come back, we're going to get into the Nico DLG segment. You're listening to Nerd Thug Radio.
Woo!